What's up, everyone? It's Chris from Chris Beat Cancer, and today I am talking to Candice Marie Fox, who's made a lot of attention in the media for her cancer healing story, which is really pretty phenomenal. And I'm excited for her to share what she did. And we actually have two videos. So this is a short version of her story, and then if you really want all the details, you can watch the long form interview that I will put a link to below this one. So Candy, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right, let's hear it.
So basically, when I was 28, it was, I think 4 or 5 days before my 28th birthday that I actually got the diagnosis of thyroid cancer. And the thyroid itself was stage 3. And I was just, my whole world changed from that point. And I thought instantly that I was going to do it the natural way because we can heal a broken bone. I thought, okay, we'll just, get rid. But then it just progressed that I was just kind of scared into surgery and radiation. So they removed the thyroid, and there was a scan after that which showed just some cancer cells in the thyroid bed. The lymph nodes they removed too, so literally I just had some cancer cells left there. So it was sweet. So in December they were going to radiate me, which was a few months later. This is all in 2011, by the way. So they were going to radiate me, and then mop up that little bit left, and then that was going to be it. I went through with that, and then I had another scan after that, and I was told then that the cancer had spread. So not just there anymore, it was more in the lymph nodes around my back of my neck, down my chest, and I was just like, well, what now? Like, you were supposed to save me, so what now? And they said, well,
hang on, let me interrupt you real quick because the video broke up, and I think you were saying it was in your lung too, right?
Yeah, so basically it spread to my lung, spread to more lymph nodes around my neck, down my chest. These were big tumours again. So it's gone from like a little bit in my thyroid bed, a few months, aggressively gone into more lymph nodes in my chest, my neck, and my lung. So that's when I was just like, well, what now? Like, that wasn't supposed to happen. They were like, well, they expected a little bit of spreadage, but the radiation was always going to mop that up. But then they said, look, it's obviously turned aggressive. Come back in 6 to 9 months, and we'll give you some more radiation. If that doesn't work, we'll give you some chemo. Because my friends had passed because of treatments in previous years, instantly I was just like, no, I can't. So I've got 6 months to prove that I can get rid of this myself. Before they were going to, I've got a scar there already. They were going to hack me open down there, radiate me and chemo, lose my hair, all sorts of stuff that I was just like, no, I'm going to die if I go this route. I just knew I had a gut instinct. So then I went off for 6 months and just researched natural ways, like how not to damage your body but get rid of these cells. I'm sure that the body wants to heal, so I wanted to give it the right tools. And to me, more poison and more surgery and that just weren't the right tools. They didn't work the first time, so why am I going to do it the second time? I'm not doubly stupid. So I just thought, okay, you know what I mean? Like, you make one mistake, you don't make it again. So I just went off and I just looked into food and meditation and gratitude, and I just adopted a whole new way of life, and I just loved myself more than I'd ever loved myself before, and it just felt so right. And then literally within that time frame that they gave me, I had another scan with them, and all the large scale tumours had gone. So it was level 13 when I left them, and then it was 0.7 when I went back. From December to May when I had the next scan. And of course they wanted to radiate me because they said the 0.7, it's not possible for me to get rid of that. That's the stubborn cancer cells that won't go. They're the ones that will probably come back as secondary and kill me and blah, 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 blah. I mean, I was scared and I was sick in my stomach with walking away from that because I was like, oh my God, like, they told me that this could kill me. Again, they said that. And I just thought, nah. So that's when I went off and done my own thing again. And it's been now 3 years. And it has taken 3 years to get rid of that 0.7, so they were right. It was quite tricky and it was quite hard, kind of stubborn cells. But 2 weeks ago, I got a 0.1 test, which means there's nothing there. Do you know what I mean? It's just normal. So
talk a little bit about what you did, just the diet and supplement protocol that you did.
So first and foremost, I found out about salmon, tomatoes, strawberries and all this kind of stuff that's good for cancer. So I adopted that, and this was just me winging it on my own, like internet, winging it, trying to be a human filter. And then I came across NORI, which is Nutritional Oncology Research Institute in America. And I just emailed him, and he knew the science, the real science. So I was like, I need someone who knows the real science. And he said that my diet that I was following wasn't optimal, because basically the amino acid, methionine, or methionine, sorry, in animal... Yeah, I know, it's different ways of saying it, but it prolifically, that feeds cancer. It's an animal protein more than anything. So I had to drop that, so there was no more salmon, and there was basically I just had to adopt a whole fruit diet, and I followed a 14-day protocol. Fruit only, beetroot, carrot, celery juice, and then days 8, 9, and 10 I would have high dose vitamin K3 and sodium selenite,
which is selenium.
Which
is a form of selenium.
Which all people with cancer are kind of must be deficient in it.
And it's supposedly, let me just interject one tiny thing. That's supposedly the best anti-cancer form of selenium is the sodium selenite. Okay, so you did that?
I did that over and over and over again. It's a 14-day protocol, and then you just keep doing. You're arresting the tumors, and basically, I was eating a lot of pineapple, and the bromelain would eat the protective protein layer of the cancer to weaken the cancer cell, because they're very hard cells, but you have to weaken them, and then once they're weak, you can zap them with the sodium selenite, the vitamin K3, and just loads of self-love, just like biology of belief is amazing as well. I believed it was going to work, and it did. And it really, really did, because I don't have any cancer now. And these people that are trying to claim that the radiation is still in me 3 years on and it's still working in me can go and, they can do something, but they can research the science of food and how amazing it is. What we're putting in our mouths is either feeding or preventing illness. It's so blatantly obvious. Why do people make it so difficult? I know that, they stand to lose a lot by... pineapple being awesome for it, but I'm not going to stop saying my truth. This is what happened for me, and why should I stop saying my truth?
Well,
it doesn't make any sense.
Candy, thank you so much for being courageous enough to go public and share what you've done. And okay, so for anybody watching, she and I have a really long interview where she tells the whole story. It's a fantastic story, because she went through so much with her diagnosis, with the conventional treatments. It was really a nightmare. And then she talks a lot more about the details of the NORI protocol and her diet and the supplements and stuff too. So, and the experience of her best friend and her cousin, watching them go through cancer treatment and die. So anyway, if you want to hear the whole story, just click on the link below and you can watch our long video. And please share this. Cancer can be healed. And guess what? Fruit is good for you. It's great for cancer patients. So don't be afraid of the sugar in fruit. So anyway, I'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please share this, subscribe to my channel, and watch our long interview. See ya.
Bye.